One of the biggest mistakes you can make when starting out as a virtual assistant is saying yes to every client, every call, every inquiry, and just bringing people in. Sometimes you think it's better to book a call and just bring in everyone that asks. Most times that leads to time wasters, low budget clients, and sometimes people that don't even need a virtual assistant but just think the idea is cool. Here is how you can pre-qualify clients before you book a discovery call with them. And just to mention this, a discovery call is very important. It's not just important for the client that is trying to know you and the services you're rendering, but it's also important for you to see if this client is someone that you want to work with. Not every client is your client, so pre-qualifying them just saves you time, energy, and mental space. Here are 6 pre-qualifying questions to ask those that want to find out more about your virtual assistant services. Number 1, what services are you looking for support with? This helps them know if you're even the kind of virtual assistant they're looking for. If you're a tech virtual assistant and they're in need of a social media manager, you will just know upfront that this client is not for you, and they will also know that. Number 2, have you worked with a virtual assistant before? This just gives insight into their experiences working with virtual assistants. For first timers, if you're their first virtual assistant, they might need a little bit of guidance. So this is where you communicate every single thing to them so that they don't get lost in the process. For those that have experience working with virtual assistants, they might want you to just come into the company or the business and start rendering the services immediately. No long process in onboarding. The third question is, how many hours per week would you be needing help? This just gives you insight to the kind of workload they have, and for you to know if this is something that can fit into your schedule. If you're already working with a client that takes you 20 hours per week, you might not want to work with a client that is in need of 40 hours per week. That will be too much workload and you'll be working round the clock. The fourth question, what are your business goals in the next 2 to 3 months? This gives you an idea of what the goal is, how you fit into the plan, and how you might support them long term. This is important, especially if you are looking at a contract that is more than a month. You have to include this question. Question number 5, what is your monthly budget for a virtual assistant? This is a big question that most people are afraid to ask, especially when starting out. But if you're already an experienced person in the corporate world and you're switching to a virtual assistant position, you don't want to go on a discovery call with a client that is expecting expert services, but they are offering entry-level pay, like $5 per hour or something like that. So you want to know from the get-go, what is your budget for a virtual assistant? Number 6, which is a very important question, is what would a successful partnership look like between me and you? This question is gold. It shows you what the value in collaboration, communication, results, responsiveness, and it just makes you see if your way of working aligns with theirs. So there you have it, the 6 pre-qualifying questions to ask a client before going on a discovery call. You may wonder, where do we ask them this if not on a call? This is why you should have a Google form, or there's also Typeform that you can use. It depends on your preference. So you can just create this in a simple Google form, and whenever someone inquires of your services, if it's on LinkedIn or somebody referred you to them, you can just send them this pre-qualifying form. Kindly fill this, and so we'll go on to the discovery call. When they complete the form and you see that you guys will be able to work together, you go on and schedule a discovery call. But if they don't, if the reason that they don't align with you is because they require more hours than you are able to offer, you can let them know that, okay, I don't have the bandwidth for this right now, and I hope to work with you another time, or you may not at the last bit if you know that you're just lying. So there you have it, 6 pre-qualifying questions to ask your clients. I hope you found this video useful. Someone actually asked this question in one of my last videos in the comments, and I thought, why not shoot a video and let others know what they need to do before a discovery call. See you in my next video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification, leave your comments so that I can respond via video, or I'll be responding in the comment section. Remember, this is Virtual Pro, a community of remote professionals interested in growth, professionalism, and excellence. See you in my next video. Bye.